What do you do when God gives you a promise but you get tired of waiting and try to help Him? We're in the book of Genesis 14, and now Abraham's patience is about to be tested in a very human way. Time is passing, years now, the promise is still there. You will have a child, but reality, nothing. No pregnancy, no sign, just waiting and more waiting. And this is where it gets real. Sarai, Abraham's wife, starts thinking, maybe there is another way. Because when waiting gets long, logic starts to replace faith. Remember, when waiting gets long, logic starts to replace faith. So he came up with a plan. She came up with a plan, not a bad intention, but definitely not God's instruction. She gives her servant Hagar to Abraham, have a child through her. That decision there, it changed everything. Abraham agrees, and just like that, they step outside God's process, trying to force God's process. Hagar became pregnant, and immediately the atmosphere shifts. Tension, jealousy, disrespect. The same solution that was supposed to help now creates problem. Sarai feels hot. Hagar feels proud, and Abraham stuck in the middle of a situation he didn't fully think through. It gets so bad that Hagar runs away. Now imagine that, pregnant, alone in the wilderness. But here is where God shows something powerful. He finds her, not Abraham, not Sarai, Hagar, and asks her, where are you coming from and where are you going? Because sometimes when you run with messy situation, sometimes when you run from messy situations, we don't even know where we are headed. God tells her to go back, but He doesn't send her back empty. He gives her a promise too, that her child will live, that her story still matters, and that right there is deep. Because even when people make decisions outside God's plan, God's mercy still shows up. Genesis 14 is not just about Hagar, it's about impatience, it's about what happens when you try to rush what God is still working on. Because not every delay needs your help. Some promises require waiting, not interference. So the real question is, are you trusting God's timing or trying to force your own?